There comes a time in every man's life when he must choose. Choose between following the herd or stepping into the shadows of strategy. Choose between being a sheep, obedient, agreeable, predictable, or being the wolf, silent, cunning, powerful, and feared. The wolf doesn't ask for permission. He doesn't follow the crowd. He studies, he adapts, he strikes. Niccolo Machiavelli did not write for the gentle. He wrote for those ready to rule, those unafraid to be hated, those willing to wield power rather than beg for it. His masterpiece, The Prince, isn't a book. It's a psychological blueprint for domination. And in a world that rewards fakery, emotional softness, and moralistic illusions, the Machiavellian mindset is not just a strategy. It's survival. To be the wolf among sheep is to abandon the need to be liked and embrace the drive to be respected. It's to move through a world of illusions with sharp eyes and a sharper mind. It's to understand that morality, though useful in appearance, is often a mask worn by those too weak to enforce their will. Machiavelli understood human nature in its rawest form. People are selfish, fearful, easily manipulated, and driven by appearances. Those who understand this rule, those who ignore it, get ruled. If you want to stop being used, overlooked, or broken by others, you must awaken the wolf. The wolf doesn't bark. He watches. He waits. He calculates. And when the moment comes, he acts, not emotionally, but strategically. He doesn't react to every insult. He doesn't cry over betrayal. He sees everything as data, every interaction as an opportunity to read, to influence, and to dominate. You must understand, power is never given. It is seized. Influence is never offered. It is taken. And in the world of Machiavelli, appearances are often more important than truth. This is not because truth is meaningless, but because perception governs behavior. People will judge you based on how you look, how you speak, how you carry yourself. So the wolf must master his image. He doesn't need to be loud to be heard. He doesn't need to be cruel to be strong. But he must be capable of violence, capable of silence, capable of walking alone. Machiavelli teaches us that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Why? Because love is conditional. Love fades. Love can be betrayed. But fear, if rooted in respect and control, can last. It keeps people in line. It keeps enemies hesitant. The wolf doesn't need a smile to be accepted. He needs to show his teeth when necessary. The modern world encourages men to be agreeable, cooperative, endlessly forgiving. But what happens to the agreeable man? He gets overlooked. He gets lied to. He becomes useful, but never powerful. He is the sheep that grazes in peace until the slaughter comes. And when it does, he realizes too late that kindness without boundaries is weakness. To embody the Machiavellian wolf, you must cultivate 5 weapons: silence, observation, patience, unpredictability, and control. Silence gives you mystery. Observation gives you knowledge. Patience gives you timing. Unpredictability gives you power. And control over your emotions, your image, your decisions, makes you unstoppable. People will not give you what you deserve. They will give you what you demand, what you extract, what you force them to respect. And no one respects a man who needs approval. You must become the one who sets the tone, not reacts to it. The one who defines the room when he walks in. The one whose presence is felt before he speaks. Machiavelli wrote that a leader must learn how not to be good. This does not mean becoming evil. It means understanding that morality is a luxury of the powerful. Before you can afford to be kind, you must be capable of harm. Before you can protect others, you must know how to destroy. The wolf protects his own, not because he is moral, but because he is capable. People will test you. Women will test you. Friends will envy you. Enemies will provoke you. You must not react. The sheep reacts. The wolf calculates. Never show all your cards. Never explain your every move. Leave room for confusion. Let others wonder, guess, fear what you might do. Uncertainty is a weapon. In relationships, the Machiavellian wolf is not needy. He does not chase. He attracts through presence, silence, and selective attention. He is not emotionally unavailable. He is emotionally disciplined. He gives affection when deserved, but never as currency for validation. If someone betrays him, he doesn't explode. He makes note. He removes access. The wolf never seeks revenge through emotion. He moves on with quiet precision, replacing weakness with strategy. To live as the wolf among sheep, you must also master detachment. Machiavelli knew that emotions cloud judgment. You must feel, yes, but feel with control. Love deeply, but never blindly. Trust selectively, not generously. When people show you who they are, believe them. Then act accordingly. Most men today live asleep. They scroll, they consume, they obey. They fear judgment. They chase comfort. But comfort kills greatness. Comfort lulls the sheep into passive living. You must become uncomfortable. You must choose the harder path. Discipline over ease. Awareness over ignorance. Power over peace. Because the truth is, the world does not reward the soft-hearted. It rewards the sharp-minded. Machiavelli's world was full of betrayal, corruption, war, and chaos. Sound familiar? The tools he offered were not just for kings. They were for any man willing to rise above illusion and take control of his fate. Read people, study patterns, master your mind, protect your time, your energy, your mission. Build alliances strategically. Cut ties without hesitation. Be loyal, but never to fools. Remember, the wolf doesn't hate the sheep. He simply doesn't pretend they're equals. He doesn't argue about who he is. He doesn't explain his hunger. He acts, and when he does, there is no warning. The wolf doesn't run in every pack. He chooses his territory. He studies it. He waits, and when the moment is right, he conquers. So if you want to live with power, if you want to rise above mediocrity, to build a life that commands respect rather than begs for attention, adopt the Machiavellian mindset. Be feared for your silence. Be respected for your restraint. Be desired for your discipline. Be envied for your independence. Stop apologizing for being intense, ambitious, strategic. The world doesn't need more sheep. It needs men who lead, men who don't flinch, men who walk alone, think deeply, and strike when the time is right. This is the era of the wolf. And if you're ready to stop living like prey, then awaken. Because your silence can be louder than their noise. Your calm can be more terrifying than their threats. And your mind, sharpened like a blade, can cut through the lies they feed you. Be ruthless in your self-respect. Be strategic in your decisions. Be powerful in your stillness. Be the wolf among sheep. Welcome to the Machiavelli Guide. This is your path to power.